Before we get this new video started, I gotta shout out my man, Mr. Encore, for these awesome beats on my channel. He will be providing, I'm so excited to announce, I haven't announced it yet, but I mean, you've already heard the new intro, so you've already heard some of his beats. He'll be providing me with all new beats for the channel, all the beats for the channel. So if you are interested in his services, production services, need some beats, something like that, whatever products you're working on, hit him up. His links are in the description box, and his email is MrEncore732. Shout out to Jersey. That was whack. Shout out to Jersey. That was whack too, but it's okay. At gmail.com. So yes, thank you so much, Jerome. Oh, Mr. Encore, thank you so much. And let's get into the Q&A now. Here, and it's the Energy on Life. Thank you so much for tuning in, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing the videos. You're really helping the channel to grow and get the message out, and I really appreciate that. And also, I'm so honored and thrilled and thankful and humbled by you all and your emails, your comments, your messages, you guys telling me that I inspire you and motivate you. And I just want you all to know that you motivate and inspire me just as much as I motivate and inspire you all. And that's the point of this channel. We're building up a really great community, and for that I really appreciate you. And it's only made possible with the collaboration of both of our ideas. So last Thursday, y'all know I was running a little bit behind, so I requested you all to send me your questions, whatever you wanted answered through a Q&A video, and today we are going to do part 1. Now, I am overwhelmed by the amount of questions that I received, and it's probably part of my fault for not specifying one question per person, but I'm very thankful for your questions because I'm going to answer every single last one of them. So we got to have 2 parts because we're going to be here all day. I'm multitasking. I need to fold these clothes before I go to the gym, okay? They've been on the floor, well, in the basket on the floor for a couple weeks now, and we need to just get them done. So I'm going to answer some of your questions while folding these clothes. So that's why we're coming to you from my bedroom today. So anyway, alright, so Chantel Evanson asks, I am starting my journey to my first competition and I'm curious about tanning. I'm African American. How much tan do you use? Do you usually pay for tan at the show, or do you do it yourself? What's best? And lastly, for us newbies, can you explain briefly what to expect the day of competition from check-in to the stage? Okay, that is quite a bit right there, Chantel, but I appreciate your question. Alright, so as far as tan, I use Jantana, and I've shown that in my What's in My Competition Bag video. I'll link it here, and I really like that tan. I have not ever used any other tan, and I haven't changed from Jantana because it works. Like, why fix what's not broken? You know, it works. I think it costs about 60 bucks on the website, jantana.com. I really like it because I use the Ultra 1 also. I use the Ultra 1 Jantana. That's the day of the show tan. Like you said, you're African American, so am I. We tan. We got that melanin that came, part of the package when we were born. Did you like that little thing I did? I know y'all did. Yeah, so it really blends in very well with my skin. I feel like I only need probably only like 1 coat, but I put on at least 2 coats normally. You can look at the competition vlog for my latest competition, Team U, or NPC Universe actually, and that's the tan that I wore. So I really like that tan. Applied the day of the show, cost about 60 bucks. For all 4 of the competitions that I've ever done, I've never bought tan at the show. Like, they offer tanning at every show. You can get sprayed. I just don't want to deal with the scheduling issues, and I just would rather apply it myself. The day of the show, I'm lean, I'm small everywhere. I don't want to be standing in a room with a bunch of people naked, kind of like this, or in the little tents and having someone just spray me everywhere while I'm naked. I'd rather have someone that I know help me apply the tan while I'm naked. Just saying. It makes me feel more comfortable. Do a little bee stick. No, I don't want to do all that. So anyway, whatever's best. So what's best is basically what works for you. That works for me. It always has. And I just apply it with a little makeup sponge, no problem. Let's see what to expect the day of competition. Okay, So I'm gonna go through this real quick because it's kind of long. What to expect competition, it depends on whatever competition that you're doing. You're gonna do check-ins, is where you're gonna usually receive your show packet, which is just gonna include the order of the show, and it's just going to include, you know, probably a little goodie bag, hopefully a little goodie bag. NBC Universal didn't handle goodie bags, I'm just saying. Then you're gonna get your number, which is very important. Keep your number, don't lose that, okay? You're gonna get weighed in if you're a bodybuilder or if your class is weighing in. I think just bodybuilding. And then me, figure, bikini, physique, everybody else is gonna go by height. So you're gonna get measured, and then you're gonna find out which class you're in, A, B, C, D. All the classes really depend on how many competitors are in your particular show. So on to the day of the stage. Be prepared for the unexpected. You really never know what's gonna happen the day of the show. It really never goes according to plan, but what you can expect is to be waiting for quite a bit. So if the show starts at like 9 and you are figure or bikini or men's physique, be prepared to go hours later. Now, what I like to do the day of the show, even though I know I'm gonna go on later, I for one like to be ready when the show starts, just no matter what, because like I said, you never know. It varies show to show, depending on the promoter, depending on the amount of competitors. A lot of different variables will go into that. So you want to just make sure you're ready, hair, makeup, tan, all that done the day, the time the show starts. Also, the day of the show, you're gonna probably have an athletes meeting, and you want to be there for that. They say it's mandatory, but you just want to be there just to kind of be in the loop and in the know, and it kind of help to ease some of your, you know, little show day jitters and everything. You can see who else is there. You can check out, you know, let them know whatever kind of new news is coming out, and they'll tell you like what's going on. They'll go over the order of the show, stuff like that. So you want to be there for that. Another reason I like to do my own tan and makeup and usually my hair too is because I can control all of that. So while it can be kind of like it can also be like really good because I know I'm in control of my time. I'm not anyone else's time, and that really helps me. It's like my moment of zen before the show. I think, I reflect, and I really like it. Just wake up early, get it done, and be ready for the show, and then nothing to worry about. So bring extra food, all that kind of stuff, and have fun. Just know at that point you really can't change much, so have fun. That's all you gotta worry about. So Nikki Johnson wants to know, how do my macros change when I'm leaning out closer to the show? Do I drop carbs, keep protein high, fat moderate? What do I do? And what about cardio? Do you change it up? Do you add more? Do you only do HIIT? Okay, Nikki, I'm gonna let you know. I, for one, prefer to do HIIT cardio. That's all I've done. Now, I will say that every prep is different, so the way my macros have changed have honestly varied between preps. So, yeah, probably not the answer you're looking for, but that's the fact. That is what it is. This past prep with my new coaches, they did something differently, whereas in the past, normally my fats are higher and my carbs are very, very low, meaning like no grains, none of that. No grains, no wheat, none of that leading up to the show. This one was different. I had a low fat diet and a lower carb, but it was actually moderate carb, I shouldn't say. It was pretty good. It was pretty good balance. My protein wasn't particularly high. It was steady, about 1 gram per pound body weight throughout the whole prep. I would err on the caution of going too high with protein because it can bloat you, and when you're so out of balance one way or the other, like, first of all, when you're in competition prep, honestly, get over it. It isn't the healthiest thing. Your macros are going to be out of balance in some kind of way. So what you want to do to kind of mitigate that is make sure you're getting your fiber in, and make sure you have a lot of green leafy veggies. Get as much nutrients as possible for the amount of calories and the amount of macros that you're able to eat. So with that being said, my carbs for my body type, you know I'm thick, they're normally pretty low. Yeah, that's just the way it's been. However, it's also due to my off season. So my new coaches have assured me that I will not be that low come my next show, which isn't for a year. But y'all know I'm taking off a full year to get everything together, as I pull my bra in front of you guys. But anyway, as I get my metabolism back to a healthy spot, and everything else together. So if I stay in a good spot metabolically, I don't have to worry about being super low come competition season, which will make the prep a lot easier. So I hope I answered your question right there, Nikki. A lot of it depends on you, your body type, your coaches, all of that. So it really just depends. Miss A-Marie Briscoe, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Okay, she asks, for someone who is trying to live a healthy lifestyle and maintain it, what do you suggest one should do to get into meal prepping and selecting easy foods to prepare, especially if you're not a big cooker? 2, I like to work. Well, let's answer that one first. If you're not a big cooker, there are some things that I totally suggest for you to purchase. 1, a rice cooker, because all you gotta do, dump the rice in the pot with some water, put it to the side, let it go. 2, y'all know I love me a slow cooker, so get you a slow cooker. They're not that expensive. You can get some small ones for like 20 bucks in Walmart or Target or one of those stores. So that, I like to just batch cook chicken. All my chicken breasts are no longer dry and nasty, whatever. You can put them in the pot. You put whatever sauce you want, particularly healthier sauces. I'm talking low sugar and everything like that. And put them in there, let it set for hours, and you are good to go. You don't gotta touch it. You don't even gotta touch the damn chicken. Just dump it out of the package if you're really not that into it. Sweet potatoes, you can really cook them pretty easily. You can just put them right in the oven and set it to like 400 for like an hour, and they will cook. They'll come out nice and soft and everything, depending on the size of the sweet potatoes. Also, y'all should know, I love me some eggs. So eggs are also a really good thing to batch cook, and they're a really great source of protein. Eggs, you boil them, they find like good to go. You can have them for the week pretty much. Don't peel them before you, like too long, too early before you eat them. But yeah, lately I've been bringing egg whites in a carton and a bowl and just microwaving them. It's really easy. Also, for the veggies, I would suggest you to purchase like frozen veggies. Frozen organic veggies have been a really great thing for me. I do not heat them in the plastic bag because y'all know plastics release certain chemicals. Well, maybe you don't know, but now you know. Plastics release certain chemicals. Even if they're in a steamable bag, I just cut them and dump them into my individual little portioned out meals. So I do it like that. What is your workout regimen now that you are not show prepping? So my workout regimen, my new workout program is something that I'm really loving for my coaches, and I'm happy I added it to my program. So I'm basically focusing on compound lifts. So I have a deadlift day, I have a squat day, I have a bench day, and like another day, barbell shoulder press day. And I found, and then they work accessory exercises, accessory muscle groups, secondary muscle groups, and accessory exercises in addition to those on those days. So I'm really liking that because it's a new way for me to train, and you know, I haven't been trained like that. So usually when I'm training for a show, I'll focus on specific muscle groups and really work on a lot of secondary muscles. Actually, I don't tend to do too many compound lifts, although that probably will change in the future. What was your last question? Turkey muffin recipe. Can you do a video? Yeah, I'll do a video. I told you guys I was gonna do a video, but I really haven't made the turkey muffins in a while, but I will do a video for you guys in the future. I promise. Hold me to it. I'll hold myself to it too, but you hold me to it. How to get abs, food, and exercise. Okay, I guess you mean how to get abs, food, and exercise, like how that works. So for me personally, my body type, I lean out quicker up top. So for me, abs, since I started to eat healthy and train consistently about 3 years ago, they haven't been so much a problem for me. They kind of just popped up, and now that was like, oh, awesome, you know? So as far as abs, I don't isolate my abs at all. I don't do any isolation exercises, I should say. Now what I do, make sure that I do whenever I'm doing any exercise, especially compound lifts, no matter if I'm leaning over, if I'm seated, if I am squatting, deadlifting, whatever, I engage my core. My core is always engaged no matter what. It's making sure it's activated. Your core is your stabilizer muscles. Oh, I burp. Okay, I'm not gonna burp. Anyway, but your core stabilizing muscles. See, I don't really, it's not as defined as it was before, but it's all good. So that's what I make sure I do. Some exercises that I enjoy doing and that I enjoy having my clients do to strengthen their core are lying lying leg raises, hanging leg raises, and those are pretty much the only ones. I'm not a fan of crunches, not a fan of sit-ups. If you work with me, you'll know that, but we're gonna get that ab work, don't worry. Sometimes y'all think that y'all eating right and getting lean, but you need to really work on manipulating the macros. That is where you're gonna find success with. So this question comes from Tawanda, and she wants to know what keeps me motivated. I can always find motivation to start, but not sustain. What do you do / use? So for what keeps me motivated in particular, one, the end goal. So the end goal, if I'm competing, keeps me motivated. Right now, my goal is as simple as being able to wear a swimsuit all year round and also wear my little short shorts all year round. Now, I'm not going to, but I just want to have the ability to do that and feel comfortable in those items of clothing all year round. So I don't want to bulk up a whole lot in the off season. I don't want to gain 30 pounds again in the off season. I'm not doing that. I want to stay within a good, healthy 15 to 20 pound range of my stage weight, like stage. So that's pretty low. So I can do the 15, 20 pound thing. But anyway, that's my goal, to stay with that all year round while still getting stronger and making some muscle gains. So that helps keep me motivated, but also I tend to set little goals along the way. So this week it's as simple as sticking to my macros, and that's it. Like, sticking to my macros because it hasn't been done. Motivation, you guys, of course, you all keep me motivated. I know you all watching me, and the fact that I inspire you and motivate you and you continue to tell me these things, I have to be exactly what I present to you. I can't, like, that would be a lack of integrity if I didn't do that. If I was behind the scenes eating all this BS and getting all this weight and trying to hide it through clothing and posing different kind of ways, like, what is that? That's me out of integrity with you guys, out of integrity with myself, and I just can't do that. Like, that's just not what I'm about. We're creating a great channel, we're creating a great community here. I want to keep it going and keep it growing, and that's just what I'm about. So you guys keep me motivated and inspired as well. So thank you all for that. I also have coaches. I'm not afraid to tell you guys that I have coaches. Like, it's just kind of like me outsourcing figuring out my macros and my nutrition to some people who know more than me. So that's what I'm doing. I don't want to have to continue to worry about that. So tell me what to do. I'll make sure I do it, and I'll be accountable to them. So me having to be accountable to somebody else definitely motivates me to keep my booty in line as well. And I mean literally keep my booty in line. I'm also motivated, of course, this is all over the place, by the way. I didn't have any particular order going on top of the dome here. So I'm also motivated by my progress pictures and me tracking. So I tell you guys to track, keep progress pictures, keep measurements, all that. I'm motivated by that. Right now, I track my workouts, I track my food, I take progress pictures. Yes, I do that no matter how painful they can be after a cheat day. I do them, okay? I take my weight probably about every 2 to 4 times a week right now. I was stepping on the scale every day of the week to get the averages during contest prep. Now I've calmed that down, but especially stepping on the scale on a Monday or a Tuesday after a weekend definitely helps to keep me motivated and accountable and on track. So all those things combined to want to help keep me motivated. Hey y'all, I'm actually meal prepping right now. I just made some pork chops and I'm cooking up some ground turkey. Nothing much to see here. Let me show you these pork chops though. Are you mad or not? Are you mad or not? These are boneless. Yeah, these are boneless pork chops. They look really good. Anyway, Jeffrey Grissom wants to know, I was just wondering, if you had a superpower, what power would you have and why? Okay, this is actually a pretty good question, Jeffrey, and thank you so much for watching. I think I would have to say I would be able to fly. Like, that would be like my #1 superpower. I just feel like it would make me so free, and whenever I didn't want to be somewhere, I could just get up and fly. I could just be above the clouds and see so many different things on the ground and just really like look at the world from a whole different perspective. And I don't know, I just think flying would make me like so much more free, and I love to travel, so I would just go anywhere. And I actually have dreams, okay, randomly, but sometimes I have dreams where I'm just like flying through the air. Or just like flying through the air, like me, no wings, just me flying through the air. I don't know, so yeah, it'd have to be flying. So Jeffrey also wants to know if I have any tips on how to stop being so shy. Any advice that I can offer would be to just be yourself and be confident in that. And I know it's easier said than done, but a way you can start to do that is if you will approach people and situations from thinking of not so much about what you have different. So if you, Jeffrey, you're 21 years old, right? We're talking to an older person who's established, who's maybe got money and everything. If you just forget about all that and look at them as another person, another human being, somebody else who puts their pant legs on one at a time, just like you, that helps you to relate to them. And then you'll start to see, you'll be open to seeing that you probably are more alike than you think you are, and you're probably more similar than you think you are. You know, we're all human, at least most of us, I think, today in the world. And so we often as human, we're so focused on how different we are. What we need to do, or what I think would be more advantageous for us to do, is for us to just approach each other from a space of common ground, from a space of commonality, no matter where we are, what we look like, you know, man, woman, boy, child, black, white, Spanish, Asian, in between, Indian, like any of that, wherever we're from, what experiences we have, you'll find that you can really relate. We have a lot of the same thoughts, the same feelings. So when I say that you're not the only shy person in the world or in the room, you really aren't. And honestly, sometimes I'm shy when it comes to posting things. I'm a little bit unsure of myself when it comes to, you know, what I want to share with you all. But what's really been helping me is, of course, you guys' feedback. So I'm learning, and I know now that me being authentic with you, sharing the real stuff, sharing the not so pretty stuff, sharing all kind of weird stuff with you guys, where I wouldn't have done that before with my channel a couple years ago. Hence why, you know, now it's growing as opposed to before. Like, you guys can relate to that, and just trust that someone somewhere is gonna relate to you. You know, there's someone for everyone. There's a market for everybody. I really feel like people create all kind of things these days and market it to people and make money off of it anyway. So I'm on a little bit of a tangent, but I'm just saying, Jeffrey, just approach people from a space of commonality, from relating to them, and I feel like you're gonna have a much different outcome, and you will not appear so shy. You won't be so shy. So just hold your head up high, shoulders back, chest up. You don't have to be the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, the best looking, the most athletic or anything like that, or have the biggest muscle, I just said that, in the room. What you really need to do, what people are attracted to, and not just girls, but other people, what just people are attracted to in general, is if you walk into a room with your head held high, and they notice that. They really, really do. People pick up on that. So that's what you're gonna do, Jeffrey. We're gonna practice you walking into a room, chest up, holding your head up high, and knowing that you have great gifts to offer to the world, and you're gonna do it. Just own them. Own those gifts, Jeffrey. Work those confidence muscles, and trust me, like any other muscle in your body, they are gonna get used to it, and they will adapt, and you will just be confident and speaking with conviction and walking into a room like you own every type of room, whenever, and you won't even be thinking about it. It'll be like second nature. Okay, this might have to be the last question for part 1 of the Q&A. So Tommy would like to know, how can I be cool like you? Smiley face, thumbs up. Yes, I'm serious. Answer on your YouTube channel. I'll be watching. Mad face, laughing face with the little tears, all those emojis, about 5. Okay, Tommy, how can you be cool like me? I don't know. First of all, thank you so much for calling me cool and referring to me from such a wonderful place. Tommy, you're full. Be yourself, be authentic, share with people, create meanoful connections with other people, really listen to them, listen to their needs, what they want, and just offer your gifts to people. Like, whatever you're good at, offer it to other people. I mean, whatever you can help someone with, do it. Like, this, you know, life is about sharing, and that's what really creates meaning in our lives, and that's what we need to do. So you can be cool like me by working on making the world a better place. So hope that answers your question, Tommy, and next time I see you, I'm gonna punch you in the face. So okay, you all, that will conclude this videos, Q&A. I thank you so much for all of your questions. Keep them coming. Keep emailing me, energyonlife@gmail.com. I will continue to answer all of you guys personally. Let you know that I'm going to answer your questions in upcoming videos. I might have a part 2, a part 3. I might throw in some of these questions in between other videos, so make sure to stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, and share all of them, of course. You guys have been so awesome. Thank you all so much for all your support. And you know what, I'm thinking I should do maybe like a live Q&A or on YouTube, or maybe we can do one on Periscope. Let me know what you guys think about that, and I will make it happen. Thank you all so much for watching again. You make this YouTube stuff so fun. I love it. I love you all. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next one. So stay tuned for Monday. Have a fabulous weekend.